ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
A fourth wall breaking character, so I have no idea. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another articulated comic book art merch review on the secret package from ACBA. If you're not familiar with ACBA, you must have seen it on my channel all over the place. Articulated comic book art. So where you go if you want to take figure displaying seriously, okay? If you want to read up more about it, check the links below to the ACBA Facebook, and you can get all this merch and this cool stuff over on the shop at ACBA. I will have the link below to the articulated comic book art webpage. You can see right here, I also bought the Series 3 comic book cutouts, which I love. If you've not seen my review on the Series 1 cutouts, I still love those and I use those every now and then as much as I can. And then inside this box right here, which looks really good, you get this nice ACBA red foil. I think that's very fancy. We also had Boog's home address on here, thus the Mangs sticker right over it, you know. And totally unrelated to that, you know, the Mangs EP is dropping mid-March. Gotta throw that plug right there. I played the drums in that punk band. Anyway, not much else for the packaging, so let's get to it and crack this thing open.
That's crispy.
Alright, so here's everything inside, minus the Series 3 cutouts. So this is everything that we have here. These are all sold separately. So these are the cutouts. Series 2, again, they are sold out. And they did come with their own little bit of wax, which is very helpful. And so did these right here. The Series 3 ones also came with a little bit of wax. And then the second item are these tendrils. Well, this is actually two different items. You get the Venom Tendrils right here, so you can order these in black. You can see you get a couple of them right over here. Wow, seeing these tendrils on the new Marvel Legends Venom just really completes the figure. That looks awesome. And of course, yes, these are all bendy, so you move them around. And it doesn't feel like any paint or anything like that comes off of these. I don't know exactly what they used to make them, but it's pretty durable. I like it. Feels like plastic. Then you have the Carnage ones right over here, which look amazing. This is very outstanding. I really like these a lot, especially with that vibrant red. Looks like it's going to match the Carnage figure very well. So yeah, you get to choose which color. They don't come together. You have to buy either the black ones or the red ones. And then the last item are these 5 different display stands. These very much remind me of the Jerry Nightmare flight stands. So what we get 2-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, and then 7 and 9 right over here. So that's how tall these get. I really like these a lot. These are really good for placing inside hip joints and stuff like that. Now, the likelihood of me actually using these metal stands on my import figures, like the SH Figuarts Iron Man with this crazy paint finish and everything, I'm not really going to use this stand for that. I'm going to use a Mafex stand or something else. But the Marvel Legends just work perfectly with this. It does not damage my Marvel Legends. I mean, I'm just happy with that. You know, between the butt right there, it just works out very well. As I hold the figure up, you know, you can see it looks really good. Now, looking at these cutouts, I'm going to show you guys the Series 3 cutouts because the Series 2 ones are all sold out, which is like the 8th time I've mentioned that. But looking at these Series 3 ones, because this is what you're more likely able to get. Wow, look at that. Oh man, I love this. Rub-a-bum! And then run for your life. So what you do is you just take a little bit of wax right here, then you put it on the back. You know, I've explained this before with the Series 1. And then you just find a careful place to put them so you don't damage anything. Let's see, we got Urk right here. And then also big props to Ty Star, the artist. He is an amazing artist, as you can see right here with this fantastic chart art. Look at that right there. But check out his website, tystar.com. So very good work from Ty Star. And then right here we get Chomp. Now there are a couple of these, and I did come across this before, that you will need an X-Acto knife to punch out some of the holes right here. It's not a whole ton of work or anything. Actually, sometimes you don't even need to get an X-Acto knife for it, but I recommend it. Okay, here I am doing it without the X-Acto knife. So you just push inward, and then, yeah. So it just needs to be cleaned up just a little bit right over there. But still, the Chomp looks really good, and there's a couple little pieces like that just need to be taken out. Here's the X-Acto knife that I think I've been using since 2012, and it's just really easy to poke these fluvoom pieces out right there. So you can see, just pick it off right from the back. You can see I'm tearing some of the paper. Come on now. Okay, so you want to be careful when you do this. Kind of... yeah, alright, it looks like I just need to go from the inside right here, and there that goes. So having the back of it torn just a little bit like that doesn't bother me, you know, it's the back of it, as long as it looks good from this side right here. And then looking at this right there, just let's see, there it goes, and then that just pops straight out, and maybe tear a little piece of paper on the back. So that I don't mind so much. But and then this one I got to pop out as well. My only real gripe though is I think this one right here hasn't even gotten started cutting some of those pieces out. So there's a couple of them that are like that. But for the most part, they're all punched out, as you can see right there. Even this smaller one right here. Who wants their butt kicked? And then twalk. Yeah, see, just tiny little piece right there, but boom, yeah, not very hard at all. I'm still in that thwack. Looks very nice. I like the fade or the gradient. All right, we got a Spidey Thwip. Been wanting the Spidey Thwip. Looking very good. All right, yeah, we get Shwo Boom. Yeah, Shwo Boom. And then we get my Spidey senses tingling. And then, ooh, nice. Sometimes when these get stuck together, this only happened with the Series 1, where they would leave a black mark, but as I removed that, I'm not getting any extra black marks over here, you know? Still looks very clean. It's super effective. And then right here says, okay, well, this is unfortunate. Then we get the Thwip, looking really nice right there. Let's see. Oh, a lot of Spider-Man ones in this one, so it's the only way. Cool. And I'm going to go squish you like a bug. So obviously Spider-Man themed throughout. All right, I'm shutting this down right now. That's an Iron Man one, right? Power levels draining fast. More Iron Man. Zach. Right on. For all you Zachs out there, that one's for you. And then this one right here says Chack. For all you Chacks out there. And then this blam, 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 blam. Again, got to use and just take a little bit out right here. And then I saw Slings of Web do a thing where you can actually clean these up a little bit with a marker on your own. Remember, these are collectible pieces over here. Another thing that's very awesome with these being collectible pieces is the amount of attention to detail, even in the packaging. Like, for instance, right here, this came with the Series 3 cutouts, and I just love this envelope. I did not want to open it. I was like, oh man, and I can't throw it away. But that just looks beautiful. So you see an example right there of the cutouts being used properly. And then right over here, you can see we got Cell looking really nice. Keep grinding. Nice. Keep grinding. And then the Series 2 one had Krillin right over here with the androids. Let's see if I can cover that. Yeah, and then we got Ant-Man running over there. So yeah, very nice attention to detail to the packaging. The cutouts come in like this little nice little plastic sheet and all that stuff. So anyway, I highly recommend you get this stuff, man. I mean, if you're not playing with your figures, then I don't know what the hell you're doing buying action figures. You know what I mean? And what I'm gonna do is play with my figures and set up some displays and take some pictures. And I hope you guys enjoy. All right, if you're interested in these, go ahead and check the links below at the ACBA shop. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Card collecting is not for me. I break them open right from the start. I get my Dios cutouts and the effects. Make articulated comic book art. Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures. It's okay.
That's crispy.
As long as it gets